everyone, and welcome back to Zoodesia, where we are currently checking out what's going on inside of our bamboo bat cave. I absolutely love this place. I can't wait to work on some more cave exhibits soon. But we are taking a quick little break just to peek in here because I have done some upgrades. And then once we're done, we're going to begin work on our panda exhibit once again, which is turning out great. Oh, look at Tate. He's being such a good dog. Tate and Pine are still my companions right now. Lily, Iris, Spark, and Bailey. There's just so many dogs now. Are off over at the doggy relaxation area next to the staff lounge. So don't worry, they are nearby. But I have actually been working very hard on things down here behind the scenes. So I want to show you guys what's been going on with our awesome tinker. Also, I've been putting more ore berries up as decorative pieces, and I really like the effect. I mean, look at this. We've got so many little iron ore berry bits. Hello. Hello. Oh, there's my little bat friends. Oh my gosh, I so want more bats. They're just so adorable. But let me go ahead and gather these up, and let's pop in and say hello to our tinker. It's our little gold trading tinker. And now that we're going to be building up a bigger goat shrine, we're definitely going to need to speak to him so that we can get lots and lots of golden ore berries. Maybe we should put like a golden ore berry tree inside of the goat shrine area. That's awesome. What a great idea, Mr. Tinker. I'll work on that later. All right, let's see. Let's gather these up real quick. I've been putting them in here so that we can make some little nuggets. This is aluminum. This is aluminum. Goodness gracious, my pack is full of stuff. This is copper. This is copper. Let's see. This one's aluminum. I'll take that and put the iron in. But yes, so I have laid down the marble inside of this room, and I also made it one deeper. I decided not to continue on with our oreberry overhead giant garden. I love this oreberry garden. Isn't it just amazing? I love this room, and you can just come in here, and our tinkers will be able to walk around and research things. Pine, be careful. You're not supposed to climb on those. Sit. Sit. Boys, sit. Oh my goodness, I think Pine may have touched one of these ore berries. But I'm starting to put the ore berries overhead inside of our cave exhibits as decorative pieces, and I love it. I love the effect. Ooh, and look at all these. I love picking ore berries. It's just such a great renewable way. Whoops, I can't pick that one up. Quick, quick, Seri, find a furnace you can stick these in. There you go, copper. All right, iron. There we go. And I can chuck the iron, whoops, the iron one in here and the aluminum one in here. There we go. We need lots and lots of aluminum for Dr. Nami's undersea laboratory in the future. So, oh, look at all this. I love picking fruit. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's taking the metal stuff and turning it into this awesome, awesome little garden. There we go. And I can't wait until we have enough extra gold that we'll be able to turn this into a molten gold fountain. How we're going to do that without having the tinkers run into it, still have to work those details out. I will admit there's some details to be worked out. But I thought this is turning out really great. Even though it's all still stone, the marble's a light color, and he doesn't seem to mind. And so far, I'm keeping it very well lit with torches, so he hasn't had any issues. Oh, we're gonna name him Midas! Now I remember! We're gonna name you Midas, sir! Hang on! I think I actually have... Oops, don't get out! I think I actually have a name tag on me. Oh my goodness, I've totally forgot. And then all of a sudden, like a bolt from the sky, I remembered we're gonna name this guy Midas. Because he gives off gold stuff. I'm sorry, I don't remember who suggested that, but you're awesome. Give yourself a pat on the back and a shout out down below if you suggested naming this dude Midas, because he gives us golden ore berries. So Midas, there we go. For Midas's touch, which is like an old story, I'm sure most of you guys know it, about a king who was very greedy, and he wished to have the touch, anything that he would touch to turn into gold. And he had a great time, became really wealthy, turning everything into gold, and then he touched his daughter, and she turned into a gold statue, and he realized money wasn't everything, because the one thing he wanted back was his daughter, and he couldn't have her back, because he had turned her into gold out of his greed. Very interesting story. We might, hopefully you don't have a tragic tale like that. With that happy face, I doubt it. But that's the tale of Midas. And so eventually we'll come over here and we will trade landmines with him. Not sure how I feel about that, since like let's see, whoops, I'm just not spelling that right. Landmine. I'm not sure how I feel about making landmines for him. Gonna be honest, it sounds a little bit questionable on why this gentleman would want to have landmines in the first place. But, you know, he's willing to give me some gold oreberry bushes, and we have only found like a small handful of those in the wild. So I'm willing to roll with it. Ooh, this is 10. Ooh, look at that, little 10 nuggets. See, what an awesome little renewable resource of metal we have here. Slow, very slow, but steady. So there we go. I just wanted to show you guys how I had upgraded that little oreberry room. And now let's climb out of the caves and spend some time up in the sun. Oh, I hear all the little rats. Hello, you little nibblers. All right, those are the bamboo rats. They're so cool. All right, and now we're back out in the sun and the beautiful, glorious day. And we are going to pop back into the panda exhibit where the bamboo is already growing furiously. And we're going to be adding in some more plants, and hopefully, I don't know if we'll manage it today because there's a lot to cover. Let me see if I can clear some of this up. All right, let's back up a little bit. And Lily's backpack will take, let's see, I've got some food. Put the peaches away. Dogs will need fed. Put these away. And we'll put these away. In fact, I'm just going to put all that away for now and take a risk. Then we'll come over here and put all this away, and I can feed the dogs in a second. And we're just going to pick up everything we need to decorate with. So we should probably make like a couple little spots where it'll just be the quarried stone as a decorative piece. We've got this awesome bamboo thatching that I think we will actually make their play area out of. A mix of the thatching from the sugarcane and the thatching from the bamboo. And then, let's see, the oak leaves we're going to put down to make little bushes. And there's also little bushes. And there's ivy and willow that we can drape from the tops of the bamboo to make some really nice pieces. Let's see. I'm going to grab some dirt just in case we need it. And then we're going to put some ground cover down. The dark and the bright and let's see, anything else that I think we could use? The foam flowers, that's right. Oh, and the oriental lilies. That's what we were saving those for. I remember now. Yay! Okay. All right, Tate, you ready? Now we're going to dive back in and continue to decorate the panda exhibit because it's starting to look really nice. I like the mix of bamboo, but we need to make sure it has like some areas that look a little bit darker. You know what I mean? Like the oak leaves. If we stack them to make like a little bush like this. Like that. You know, just a funky little bush. I'm going to take this leaf out though so they don't try to jump out. They're very heavy creatures though, so I don't think the pandas are going to try to leap out like that. But just in case, let's see, and let's put these down like that. And then I definitely want to put some like draping things. Oh, there's our gobbler. I heard our little gobble gobble friend. Let's see, yeah, bushes. So like the bright green. And then there's the dark stuff. See, it just breaks it up. We need to break this area up with some more colors and things like that. Then we'll add more bamboo. All right, see, we can make like a little bush. It could be like a little bush stairs. What do you think, little maggot? Are you gonna try out the bush stairs for us? Or are you just gonna block us from being able to make it? There we go. All right, so just kind of sprinkle some bushes around. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it just really helps to kind of add some more depth to the exhibit. And it's very important. I always drill you guys on this. Why is it so important to add so many plants to exhibits? For not only the biodiversity, so that you can encourage the fact that you are on a piece of natural land, but also for the enrichment of the animals. They deserve to have as much enrichment as you can provide for them, since you're the one who has chosen to put them in captivity, you know? Here, have a bush. So putting in more plants and sprinkling them around really helps with animal enrichment. And this is stuff you can do for your own pets at home too. You can kind of like, you know, give your dogs new toys is always a great idea. And you can make some pretty cheap toys like out of old socks and things like that. I'll try to do, maybe I'll try to do like some little specimen Saturdays where I can show you guys some fun, easy ways to make toys for your at-home animals. Because it's just like you get bored with having the same things over and over and over again, don't ya? Well, so do your pets. They deserve to have things to stimulate their minds. As time goes on, we're really respecting... See, I'm on a little soapbox now, so I apologize. But as time goes on, we really are learning and respecting that animals have very curious and developed minds. Even goldfish, it turns out, thrive and have larger brains when, like, they're given toys, when they're given more environmental enrichment. That's actually why they are changing how they are raising farmed salmon. You may think, why is it important for salmon that are going to be eaten by humans to have lots of different toys, to have different types of water levels all the time? Why should we care about a salmon that's going to end up on our dinner plate? Well, it's part of animal welfare. You want to treat the animals, especially the ones that you intend to kill by consuming, with the best that you can provide for them while they are alive. And that means, in the case of salmon, adjusting their water levels, changing the times of day you feed them, and the studies that have resulted from those, Tate, are so important because they're finding that the salmon that have like different water levels, the salmon that aren't fed the same time or in the same way, where you really mimic the natural environment more and enrich their little cage that they're in, their little tank, well, they're finding that those salmon don't get sick as often. And they grow larger brains, that they're healthier, that as a result, down the line, their meat is actually much healthier and higher in those ever essential omegas when humans consume them because they have had a more enriched life and their brain has been forced to prepare and create all of the what we end up eating, the omegas, like the chemicals. So there we go. I know that was a really random, weird little Seri rant, but I feel very strongly about animal welfare, if you guys can't imagine. And that's why we spend so much time, long story short, working so hard for our animals in our zoo so that we can kind of encourage that philosophy of animal welfare even inside of Zoodesia. So that's why we work so hard for you. Hey, bye. That's why we work so hard for you. Okay, I feel better getting that out of my system, you guys. And like I said, I'll try to find ways to share ideas for animal enrichment, even just for cats and dogs, even fish. People really underestimate how important it is to give their fish enough hiding spots, enough nooks and crannies, enough variety to their diet. So, I gotta get off the little soapbox, but it's very important to me, so that's why I rant about it a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and sprinkle our 2 precious foam flowers around. Look how cool this is looking already. I like it a lot more. We might take out the wheatgrass, because I think I like it with the bushes and like the ground cover. The wheatgrass just doesn't seem to fit anymore. It just doesn't. I want to find as much of this as possible and sprinkle them around. But I'm really not thinking the shrubs or the wheatgrass fit, so we'll probably yank them out of the exhibit. And let's put down like our pink oriental lilies. So excited. They're just going to go down randomly. They're so beautiful. So beautiful. They fit this area perfectly. Oh my gosh, so lovely. Tuck one over there, tuck one over here. You guys, we ran out of plants. You know what that means. We might have to do a plant expedition pretty soon. And actually, I think I'm going to sprinkle these a little bit further apart from each other. Because there's such a splash of color. Such a huge splash of color compared to the rest of this exhibit. Pine, how you doing? How's your midsection feeling, being smushed in the exhibit like that? Alright! Alright, look at this! So much better! And it's so much easier when we've collected the plants beforehand, too. Let me grab some more oak leaves, because these bushes really add a lot of depth to this exhibit, so that makes me quite happy. But I was looking up ways that people enrich the lives of captive pandas, and fudge freaking knuckles. Of course, those horses would spawn when I am not near my gear. Okay, can I reach it? Can I reach it? Alright, you guys, hang on. We've got some rare mobs. We've got some of the rare horse mobs. So I'm actually going to grab a couple safari nets, and we're going to do this the smart way. Capture mode, long distance. And I see 2 of these guys. Got one. Alright. Oh, he's black as the night. Got the other. Look at that! Look at that! We've got them! We've got 2 of the horse mobs, the dangerous ones. I don't want to say evil. That's kind of presumptuous on our end. But the dangerous horse mobs, we just got 2 of them. That's so cool. Ooh, that'll teach me for like showing up over here with no supplies or anything like that. All right, and then let's see. Tate's backpack. No. There we go. Let's grab our sword just in case. But we're going to grab these shears, and actually we're going to go around and look for any of the ground cover that we've missed. Mrrr. Oh, this is so cool. I love our pandas. I can't wait to put in their play areas because it's just like the goats, and it's just like, there it is. This little clover patch. Leaf pile, as it's known. But it's just like with our pandas, and just like with, our pandas will jump around on things just like our goats did. Like when we installed that little goat ramp for them. I love watching the goats at Junior's house just have so much fun like playing on that little ramp. So it's going to be really fun to watch that. And then just see like the different behaviors they do. But I looked up what zoos do to enrich the lives of their pandas, and some of the ideas are awesome. And you guys, please help me come up. You just heard how important it is for animal enrichment to be there. So help me make healthier, happier pandas by coming up with enrichment ideas. I'm going to add in like some lavender. I'm actually going to sprinkle in some very fragrant plants that they may not normally run into. I could have sworn I picked up something. There it is. Damp grass. Don't want it. But I'm going to add in some of the very fragrant plants that they might not normally run into. I'm going to add in like little ice blocks that have food inside of them that they can try to eat. I'm going to add in their little ramp to play with. Oops, I missed this spot. Oh good, I have bamboo leaves so I can fix that. That makes me happy. Like, oh my gosh, these like one's a clover patch and one's a leaf pile. There's two different ones. That's pretty cool. Two different samples. Why, hello, little guy. These foxes, I swear, these two foxes have stuck around. They're really, like, rearing and raring to be brought in, wrestled in as the foxes that we choose for the shrine. Because I definitely want to have some shrine foxes. That would be so cool. Let's see, anything else over here? No? Oh, man, we're going to have to keep a careful eye out for more of that ground cover, because it's the best thing, I think, to add in there. Huh. All right, well... Let me see. I'm going to gather up this rice real quick. Very important to continue to do this. And actually, it's because I also want to make some rice soup for some of my friends. So that'll be fun. All right. And we're going to start doing like a mail day pretty soon too. So you guys can like send mail to the pandas if you so wish. That would be really fun. Okay, hang on. There we go. And I'll explain more about that later. Ew, I just ate a raw piece of rice again. I don't think rice still on the, like, still on the little cluster is going to be very good for you. Too high in fiber, if you ask me. Way too high in some very raw fiber. Alright, so there's our rice from our little rice terrace. Oh, this place is just coming together so quickly. I love it. I absolutely love it. Alright, let's finish up with what we've got. Ooh. Gotcha. We better go over this area very carefully because pretty soon we're going to be putting down the foundation for our shrine. And I actually want to have the shrine go down into the ground several levels. And we'll put our ghost, which are currently inside of the cave exhibit, in safari nets in my little storage area over there. But we can put our ghost from getting attacked in the bamboo forest down deep in the basements of the shrine. So I'm really looking forward to that. And you guys had so many amazing ideas and legends about why there's ghosts in our bamboo forest. So we're going to be having books that contain those legends that you can read too. So that'll be really cool. All right, let's go ahead and get all these. Anything over here? Let's see. I think we gathered up most of them. So we're good, and I just want to put in a few more bushes. Oh yeah, I knew I had lots of oak leaves. Go Seri! Go Seri! You were thinking. Alright, we're going to swap out the grass for these clover and leaf piles, and I'm going to put down a bazillion and a half, well not a bazillion and a half, quite a few little oak leaves to make more bushes. Animal enrichment, super important. Alright, out you go. This grass has been, we have voted you out, grass. No grass inside of the exhibit, please. No grass, please. Okay, pick you up, and aha, there's more grass. Gotta get you out of here. And we're gonna replace it with awesome leaf piles. Look at these. Ah, they're so pretty. They're very delicate. You can only pick them up Let's see, there we go. You can only pick these types of leaf piles up. Ooh, I love that there's 2 different types. I'm gonna have to hunt those down with shears. If you try to pick them up any other way, then they'll just shatter. There's a few plants that are that delicate that you really have to keep an eye out for. Alright, there we go. You know what we should do soon? We should have a picnic with Calf pretty soon. I should talk to him about that. Be like, Calf, let's you, me, and Lubot have a picnic. That would be pretty fun. And I can bring him over here and we can have a nice picnic by the pandas. A nice panda picnic! That would be so cool! Oh, look, there's one of our pandas. Let's provide a little bit more cover for this panda. There you go, little one. Now you have your own little like bush. Whoops, gotta take that one out. Can't let them climb out. That's the one requirement. Bushes cannot be against the fence or else they will be able to climb out of here. So let's see. Look at this. This is more what I had in mind when I envisioned the panda exhibit. Like sprinkle a few of the flowers around, just a touch of flowers, a few more bushes, and this is a panda exhibit, my friends. I'm loving it. I can't wait to build the rope bridge up through the leaves. Let's see, let's just clear out the grass. I can't wait to like get the place around this exhibit done. Having the hot springs, having a whole bunch more of the tropical forest exhibits. This is going to be fantastic. Alright, well, I'm just going to clear out the rest of this grass because it's kind of in the way. And take the seeds to the seed shed because I think I almost have a full backpack of just random seeds. Oh yeah, it looks much better without that grass. Much better. I like it. And then I will see you guys tomorrow where I will prepare some carpenter's blocks. No, Bush, I destroyed you. Why? You have to be delicate. Like I was just saying, there's some plants you always have to use shears on, and this bush is one of them. I wanted that bush. Oh. But, yeah, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Let me know, how do you think we should enrich these pandas' lives? Like, what should we add in here? What more should we add? And any other builds or names, if you have names for the special ramen. Oh, I did it again! Why, Bush? I'm sorry. Seri the Bush Destroyer, no. But if you have names for the awesome ramen that we are going to sell at our little ramen shop, then do let me know. Also for the foxes. Because apparently they're sticking around because they want to be the shrine foxes, which is totally fine by me. But alright, I love it. I love how it's coming together, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!